call the meeting to order at 6:47? 5:47. 5:47. 5:47. Perfect. Okay. Officer Ribeiro, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Oh, I'm sorry, roll call. Sorry.
Board Member Galvin.
Here.
Board Member Keys.
Here.
Board Member Desume.
Here.
Board Member Bieneme. Chairman Joseph. Board Member Keys, do you have a quorum?
Thank you. Officer Ribeiro, Pledge of Allegiance.
Right hand over your heart, please. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes of September 12th, 2018?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion made by Board Member Galvin to approve the minutes from September 12, 2018. That motion was seconded by Board Member Keys. All in favor?
Aye.
All
Aye.
opposed? Item passes 3-0.
Okay, we have any amendments to the agenda?
We do not.
Okay. I think we will take agenda item 1 out of order, put it at the end until our attorney, Mr. Salkowitz, arrives. Agenda item 2, presentation of the for year ended 17-18 amended budget.
Vice Chairwoman, at the last city council meeting, we received a directive to have the CRA go back to our CRA advisory board, to the CRA meeting, and allow for the public to ask any further detailed questions with regards to the budget amendment for 17-18, as well as the approval for the fiscal year 19 budget. So what we did in those presentations, and I'll just follow the same procedure, very quickly put on the record with regards to the fiscal year 17-18 amendment. The city is, the CRA is formally adopting an amendment. We had 3 additional revenue items. We had, after the year-end audit, we realized that our carryover was $369,717 more than what we had initially projected. We also received a $25,000 payment of some outstanding old loans that were able to be booked as miscellaneous revenue, and our projection for interest on our cash and investments in the bank ended up being $3,392 higher than previously projected in the original budget, which provided for $398,109 of additional revenue. On the revenue side, we are recommending that we appropriate those dollars, the $398,000, to the capital improvements portion of the budget. This will help us with the purchase of our street sweeper for the street sweeping clean teams that will be in place this current fiscal year, and also deal with some of the additional capital commercial grants. Additionally, we are also recommending that we move $72,000 from the policing operating line item to the capital line item, and that's to account for the budget that was there for license plate readers, which you approved at the last meeting. So the net appropriation on the expenditure side is $398,109, which results in a balanced budget amendment. So I'd ask that you, actually you don't have to approve it again, just wanted to make ourselves available for the public for any additional questions.
Are there any additional questions from the public? See none, and we need to take no action. I'd like the record to reflect that our attorney, Mr. Salkowitz, arrived at 5:49. He's here.
I'm here. Thank you, and I apologize.
Do you want to go back to item 1? Or should we go, let's
Yeah.
let's finish the budget. So agenda item 3 is a presentation of the for year ending 18-19 budget.
So the next item, again, hold on, I'm pulling it up now, is the adoption of the fiscal 19 proposed budget. And again, in the packet, just very quickly, the CRA is projecting to appropriate a total of $8,238,894 in total revenues. That encompasses the gross TIF amount that we're projected to receive for the year. Hold on one second here. I want to go to the detail. As well as interest of $6,000 and carryover revenue of $1,758,173. On the expenditure side, key to note that we do have to refund per the interlocal approximately $2,091,649 back to the county, and $408,542 back to the city as part of the interlocal agreement, which is close to about 30% of the total operating budget. Beyond that, we are recommending that we appropriate $1,400,000 towards commercial incentive programs, $549,441 towards housing incentives, $100,000 for art and public places, and then a total of $2,053,128 for capital and infrastructure grants. We'll give a breakdown of those projects. We're looking to advance the P3 project, which is the parking garage development project, to the tune of $821,564. $160,000 towards the Mocha Courtyard, which is the interior courtyard, which will be the next phase after the plaza is completed. $250,000 towards the Liberty Gardens project that was subject of our last meeting.
How much was that?
$250,000.
Okay.
And then $821,564 towards the design for the Griffin Senior Center, Griffin Park Senior Center project, and the Green Trail as well. That is the total appropriation on the expense side. Again, $8,238,894, which is a balanced budget. And just want to open it to the public for any further questions.
Wait, what, do we have this in here, what you was just reading?
Yes.
Oh, we skipped, okay.
Any question? Board member?
No, go ahead, I'm looking
Okay.
at it, cause,
Just a quick question or statement. The North Miami J.C.'s who own property, or not own property,
They have the building that we
Oh, the building.
lease, and
they are fully unaware of our plans for the Griffin Park expansion, so it would be great if somebody got in touch with the Holidays, either Mike or Heather,
okay,
and sort of filled them in on
what the process is.
everything that's happening related to it, because as of yesterday, when I spoke with them, they didn't have any idea.
Okay. Do you want to put on the record kind of where we are now, or?
No, I mean,
Okay.
just as long as
Well,
you,
we'll just get in touch with them. Okay,
yeah.
absolutely will.
Is anybody in the public with any questions? Seeing none, do we need to vote on this? We've already approved this.
You already voted on it.
Okay, let's go back to agenda item 1, approval of $80,000 agreement for legal service from Fox Rothschild.
With the permission of the executive director. The item is the approval of the fiscal year 18-19 engagement letter for the CRA Attorney Legal Services. This is every fiscal year there's a new engagement letter. This year we're doing one with Fox Rothschild. As you all know, I've switched firms from Gray Robinson. The $80,000 is actually $20,000 less than last year's budgeted amount of $100,000. Because the actual legal expenses last year were, Rasha, do you have that number? I think it was significantly less than $100,000. We didn't even come close to the budget. So it was probably around 50 or 60,000.
So we're billed based on an hourly rate that you,
Yeah, the
Or
hourly, 70,000 of the 100 was spent last year, was billed last year and paid. It's an hourly rate at a substantial discount of $225 an hour. This rate's been in effect probably for, I don't know, 10 years.
Okay.
So that's the reason it's brought before you.
thank you. We have any questions or motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second?
I have a motion made by Board Member Galvin to approve agenda item number 1. That motion was seconded by Board Member Keys. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item passes 3-0.
Thank you. I look forward to serving as your CRA attorney for another fiscal year.
I-
Thank you.
Let me ask a
I-
question.
I
Go
have a
ahead.
question too, even though we voted on it. I mean,
Oh, now y'all.
okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking about it and didn't, I mean, we're gonna approve it, but do you represent us in this, who represented us with regard to negotiation of your contract? I know it's the same contract.
It's a standard engagement letter, and it's not really a contract in the true sense of a contract, let's say, that you might have with the city attorney. It's a retainer letter, and as an attorney, and yeah, you may, I'm sure you know under the bar rules, it's just an engagement letter. You can terminate it anytime you like.
Okay,
So
thank
it's
you.
not a contract per se. It's just a letter basically explaining the rates and what we do.
Director
Sure.
Asumi?
Thank you, ma'am.
Board member?
Quick question. Is there someone within your firm that could, sometime if you're not here, that could take the spot, or how does
Yes,
that work?
we've had John Herron,
Okay.
who is a local government attorney. He actually serves now as the city, or I guess it's the Village of Biscayne Park? Town.
Oh, okay.
He's the village attorney there now.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
So he joined the new firm with
He-
you? Or was he already?
maybe I shouldn't say.
Yeah, don't say it. That's fine.
But I could, certainly there are folks who could step in and cover for me. And I do apologize again for being late. The traffic was a lot more heavy than anticipated.
Do you have an attorney's report?
I snuck out a little early.
I
Don't tell my
don't
boss.
think that we really have any legal issues to report on at this point in time. Based upon what happens tonight at the city council meeting, I think we're going to be in the position to send the budget down to the county so they can move forward with the approval process at the county level.
Thank you. Do we have an executive director report?
Yeah, just to announce that as per state statutes, we are required to post and advertise our calendar of meetings. The CRA meets every second Tuesday of the month at 5:30 at City Hall at 776 Northeast 125th Street in the second floor. Also, as backup, we have the tear sheet from Miami Herald that it was advertised to the public, so everybody's aware of all our meetings and that they're open to the public. And lastly, week of October 25th, the executive director and I will be attending the Florida Redevelopment Association's annual conference. We're going to be visiting, the Fort Myers CRA. It's going to be in Sanibel. So we will be out the week of October 25th to attend. And unfortunately, we did not get an award this year. I was bummed to find out. Pompano Beach beat us out, I just found out. But we will be there representing North Miami. That's it.
Any public comments?
When is that?
That October 25th.
Old business?
Isn't that a regular meeting?
Every year in October. Yeah.
It's after that week?
No, we don't have a CRI meeting that
No,
week.
you have it in November. The first,
Oh.
yeah.
It's because it's
Second
the
Tuesday.
last week of the month. Any new business?
Move to adjourn?
Second? All in favor?
Thank you.
I can reach it. It's right here.
Okay.